All right, music fans, welcome back. Harmless Dave here talking about real music and real issues on this Father's Day edition of the Real Music Observer and doing it in delayed real time for a few real people out there, just like you and just like me. So, a rock star friend of mine sent me this. And so, yeah, I missed this one, and this one's right up my alley. So let's do a little screen share here. Hope everyone had a good Father's Day. Sammy Hagar, and again, I'm going to use the code language because the AI is picking up everything I say over here. And my other channel has been blocked for 2 weeks because of something I posted over there. Wasn't even my content. And that's not why they blocked it. They blocked it because it contained so much harsh truth about what's going on. And by the way, for you skeptics out there, right? So if I'm posting something, shouldn't you have the right to see it? So then you can call people out and say, well, that's just fake news or that's a conspiracy theory. I mean, if you can't even post what the conspiracy theory is, that shows that you're afraid, you're frightened by that information. That's obvious. And the people who are trying to block, ban, or just not have people see this stuff in general, what's wrong with you guys? What's wrong? That's not free speech. That's not what America is founded on. But we all know what direction everything is headed. So, Sammy Hagar, again, I'm going to speak in code language here, has regrets for getting that super safe and effective product to prevent him from getting that thing that was floating around. Sammy Hagar just turned 77 years old. He's finally starting to look kind of old, but he still looks good, I think, for his age. Sammy Hagar now wishes he hadn't gotten the thing. That's what I used to call it if you're kind of new to the channel. For about a year and a half, I was calling it the thing. And if you would catch the thing, that's different from getting the thing by going to CVS. You know, I had all of this lingo and I still use it on occasion. The singer recently shared a video on Instagram and wrote in the caption, I know I'm looking a mess. He's looking a mess, but special announcement coming. In the comments section, Hagar explained why he seemed unwell. Now, what's weird is this website can post information and nobody tries to take the website down, right? But it's these social media companies like where I am right now. And also, I hear Facebook is brutal. Still, I don't spend any time over on Facebook. I'll fire up Facebook, I'll see a few things, and then I'll just go on my merry way. In the comment section, this is what Sammy had to say. Not sure what all the facts are. It's because a lot of people are ignoring the facts, including Sammy, apparently. But I definitely regret getting the thing because I got the other thing anyway. And you can read this for yourself. And the bleep didn't work for me. He says, anyway, again. But we live and we learn and try and do the right thing for the safety of ourselves, our family, and all those around us. Now, if you remember back, and most of you might not remember this, Sammy pushed back a little during the whole thing. He was saying things like, I just want to get out there and play. I don't care. I'll take the risk. And man, did he get destroyed in the media for saying that. Other rock stars or whoever came forward and said, you're crazy, dude. You're putting the entire planet at risk. Now he's saying he regrets this. So did he get it? Yes, he got it 3 years ago. That's what the article says. So the rocker still got the thing that everybody was trying to prevent, even though he got the other thing, which everyone told him to do. In March of 2021, Sammy posted a video on Instagram of himself getting his second thing. So he's had two. He mentioned that although he's not a fan of doing this, he did it anyway because he's eager to return to performing live concerts. I spoke to a gentleman who I guess helped get the content about Eric Clapton out there. And he just casually told me, he said, yeah, I had to do it. If I wanted to go to work, I had to do it. And very cavalier. And this was the norm. People were like, I've got to do this or I can't do X, Y, and Z. And this is what everybody told me at the time. They said, why would they tell us to do this if it was going to have adverse reactions or whatever, or even worse, right? And I've done a bunch of videos about these people who, and then it's all speculation. So people come at me and they say, well, you can't tie those two things together. Really? Healthy people, people who are in sports, people are great athletes. This article goes on and it talks about just various things that happened during the thing-demic, as I call it. This is a good paragraph here. I just think we lost our freedoms during that time. Now, you can say this and they don't get on you too much because what are they going to say? Did we have more freedom during this? The government started pushing us around, telling us what you got to do. You got to get, the thing. You got to do this. You got to do that. You can't go here. You can't go there. You got to wear, your face garb, your ceremonial face garb. And by the way, I'm in Florida and I'm still seeing people in public places wearing these things. And I'm sorry, I know this is going to sound crazy to some people, but I just want to slap them. I do. I want to slap them and say, take that off. Take this is just, it's stupid. All right. It's sand going through a chain link fence. If you thought that that was going to be effective for you, you were misled. But now it's become some kind of ceremonial virtue signaling garb that you're going to, oh, look at how smart I am compared to all of these people walking around enjoying their lives, breathing freely. I'm so much better than they are. Maybe all that was necessary. Maybe all that was necessary, Hagar says. And I did get that super safe and effective product, but I know people that got the thing this year and last year, including myself. So he's basically telling you that he gets these things and he still gets sick. What does that mean to anybody, right? It should mean that this isn't working. That would be the conclusion that most people would come to, right? And then he's hinting around that he hasn't been doing well, feeling well. He's about to go on a big tour here. I don't know if it's started yet, but he and his band about to hit the road. And so, and generally speaking, nobody cares. Generally, when I say nobody cares, and that's kind of like a passive aggressive thing, nobody cares anyway. People would be outraged. People would be going to jail. There would be hearings. There would be all kinds of, whoa, we were wrong. 180-degree turnaround. Doctors would be holding press conferences and people would be led away in handcuffs. That would be the conclusion. But I don't see any of this happening. The elf-like doctor guy, he goes before Congress. Doctor should be in quotes. And, they grill him for a little while and then he walks away. He walks away as a free man. So what's going to happen next? The same old. I mean, the media doesn't care. This should be the story. This actually is the issue of this generation, right? I mean, inflation is bad. Interest rates are bad. Gas prices, they fluctuate, but they're not so good. People don't have the money they used to have to buy things. But even though that's not great, that's bad for a lot of people, most people actually, This is worse. This is 1,000 times worse because of what's going on is that people are not living as long as they used to. I'm trying to be careful here. That something out there is causing this. And it's a big mystery. I watched this thing on, I think it was like one of those NBC morning deals, like is it the Today Show, where they're just talking about mystery heart attacks. It's a mystery. We don't know. I mean, you could Google that NBC mystery heart attacks Today Show. And they do this segment where doctors are baffled. There are whole websites or whole accounts now over on X. We're baffled. We just don't understand what's happening. And then they'll post things one after another of these mysterious things that just escape the doctor. They're just not smart enough to figure it out. So Sammy Hagar, apparently, who pushed back a little during, and then he got crap. You can go back in time, and he said things like, I don't care what happens to me. I'm just, and you couldn't say anything like, imagine being a little bit like a man and saying, you know what, I'm just going to take this risk. Oh, no. Oh, you can't say that out loud. You're going to take that risk. You're going to take down humanity with you if you take that risk, Sammy. We all bundle here, buddy. We all bundle. What are you doing? So anyway, we need some men. It's Father's Day. Where are the men? Seriously, where are the men? And it's not that courageous. Well, you're just stupid then, man. That's what you're going to hear. You're going to hear, you're so stupid. Trust the science. Well, what are you doing? The responsible thing is to do what the government tells you to do. That's the responsible thing. That's not manly. You know what manly is? Manly is being a follower. Be a sheep and follow. So the kind of message we need on Father's Day is stand up for truth, stand up for what you believe in. And you know what, if that means that, you know, you lose a few friends in the process, or like you have fewer followers, like I'll probably lose subscribers because I believe that this was one of the biggest, or is currently the biggest scandal, that we're living through this scandal and everybody's just pretending, yeah, it's fine. It's cool. I'll just put on my little thing and I'll go to the store again and I'll be fine. I'll just follow the guidelines. They'll put out new guidelines in the fall again, and they'll tell you you have to go to CVS again, because the only way you can be healthy is to keep putting this stuff in. How does that make any sense? It's the only thing that can save you, right? There's nothing else. You know what you need to do? Find a holistic doctor somewhere. Seriously, find somebody who can give you advice the way they used to give you advice before 2020. There were doctors out there, and then all of a sudden, oh no, we got to do what the CDC is saying to do. If we don't do that, then they're going to pull our license or we're not going to get money. That's probably what it's all about. It's about money. And now people are afraid to admit that they were wrong and they were more interested in money than keeping you safe. So, Sammy, welcome to the party, pal. Dildo Bruce Willis, welcome to the party, pal. Better late than never. I hope he's all right. Seriously, this tour, this is a big deal for a lot of people. They want to see this Van Halen tribute with Joe Satriani and Jason Bonham playing drums and the great Michael Anthony on bass and Sammy Hagar, who is kind of the spokesperson for classic rock right now, the way I view Sammy. I mean, nobody is bigger as far as an advocate for the music we all grew up listening to, and nobody has been more of a part of it than Sammy Hagar. So, Sammy, good health, brother. Get out there and break a leg and stay healthy. There is a protocol out there. I know Eric Clapton is doing a protocol that has really helped, and there are things that you can do. So, you know, Sammy, reach out to me, brother. I can probably get you in touch with Eric, and you guys can figure it out. All right. God bless everyone on this Father's Day. It's a privilege to be a father. It's one of the most important jobs. And it's also something that is generally under attack in the culture, being a dad. So if you're a dad, celebrate that, embrace it, love it, live it, and work at it, because it's a difficult job. Because kids are tough. Kids are tough to deal with sometimes, but they're also a blessing. All right, people. See you later.